Hello, you guys. It's your girl Uzo, and this is Uzo BE Living, a vlog where I talk about living, working, and studying in Belgium. Before we move further, I have seen that so many people like to watch my videos, but they don't want to subscribe. Why now? What did I do to you? So yeah, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Like, this vlog is just about helping people, live, settle, and study in Belgium, and just have information that I didn't have. So why not if not? So if you like the videos, you like the content, please subscribe, please share, like, and maybe take 1 or 2 minutes to comment. I would really appreciate that. Anyway, in my last video I said that I was going to talk about similarities between the UK and Belgium. I mean, we all know the differences: language barrier, the process is different, tuition, maintenance, all of that. But you are not going to believe how many similarities exist between the two countries. So today, we're going to be discussing two countries, same vibe. So, if you're ready to get started, let's begin. The first thing you have to know is that in both places, school is not for the weak. Okay, so I did my first degree in Nigeria, and when I went to the UK, my shock was shocked. School is not for the weak at all. School in both places is very intense, especially with regards to research. It's very, very intensive. And schooling abroad in both places was my first experience with group work. So, yeah. To be honest, as an aside, sometimes group work can be more stressful than the assignment. So, yeah, in both places, school is not. However, one thing I like about both places is the fact that the exam format is different. So, you don't have, where I come from, exam is just at the end of the semester. You have like an exam time, sheet of paper, time, write, boom. If you fail, you pass, that's it. But here, also in the UK, there are different exam formats. So you have presentations, you have group work, you have essays, reports, and then you also have the written style. And in some courses, you actually have multiple forms of exam. So if you fail one, you pass the other. I really like that. I think that it's beautiful. And it helps people, who ordinarily would not do well in one aspect, be able to do well in another aspect. So another thing to note is finding accommodation. It's not easy. Remember in my last video, I said when you go to the UK, when you have admission in the UK, you can reserve halls of residence if you want. But when that doesn't work for you, maybe you're coming with family, or you want to live a bit further out of town or something, finding accommodation is in both places. Hey, in both places, deposit. You need deposit. I hear in the UK you need references. Here, yeah, sometimes you use your references, but you need reference. You need a guarantor. So in both places, accommodation is quite stressful. Sorry. In both places, cost of living. Let me tell you, the song that comes to mind is, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my auto bills? I don't think you do. So you and me are through. Bills choke. Bills choke. As in, you pay bills not to the extent that bills want to pay you. In both places, it's really not easy. Things are, and especially when you're a student, trying to, make ends meet, quite crazy. But it is what it is. In both places, finding sponsored work is not easy. And as a matter of fact, I think that the system is rigged against international students who want to stay on to work in both places and in many other places actually. Excuse me. It's crazy because the government makes it difficult for employers to employ international students. And then companies, you can't blame them because companies don't want to, they prefer people who already have their residence sorted out. They don't want to get involved in all that, admin process. So it's not easy. It's not impossible, but it's not easy in both places. Also, in both places, as a student, you can work, but not too much.
Sorry. Oops.
So apparently in the UK, depending on what is on your visa or whatever it is, biometric card or whatever, you can have 10 or 20 hours to work during term time. In Belgium, it's 20 hours during term time. And while some people say it's unfair, allow us to work more and all of that, I mean, it makes sense because if you're coming here to study or you're telling the government that I'm here to study, then the bulk of your time should actually be studying instead of working. I'm not in support though. I'm not against. I'm just being objective about it. But anyway, yeah, you can work, but not too much in both places. For this next one, I don't think it's just limited to the UK and Belgium. I think it's applicable to everywhere. And that is the fact that living abroad is not the soft life we make it out to be. Sure, you can take nice pictures, you can go to fancy places, you can do this, you can do that, but it's incredibly stressful. It's incredibly stressful. It's lonely, it can be depressing, it can take a lot out of you. Not just physically, but emotionally, even spiritually, in every way. Even when you have your family, I know there's a little bit of soft landing when you have your family, but still, it's still not the same as being in your community, living with your people and all of that. So I guess it is what it is. Nice pictures, nice environment, but definitely not the soft life we make it out to be. In both places, paperwork and documentation will humble you. It will stress the living daylight out of you. Appointment after appointment, report after report, application after, like literally in both places, it's crazy. If you don't know admin, when you move abroad, Belgium and UK specifically, but I assume in other places as well, you must become an admin manager in your own life. If not, well, if you ask me, now who I go ask? In both places, oh. But however, Belgium takes cake. I've never seen any place as bureaucratic as this place. Everything is admin. This is what it is. I mean, we're trying, we're making it move. And at least on your LinkedIn and on your CV, you can put admin experience there. So you see this fine, beautiful day. Do you know that in 1 minute, the weather can just change and it will start raining? Don't trust the weather in both places. Don't trust the weather. And you know what my advice is? And this is something I do. Try. Well, sometimes I don't do it, but I always regret. Try to take a jacket and an umbrella every day when you go out. Even if you've checked the weather app, try to take a jacket and an umbrella, because what will happen is sometimes in the morning you wake up and it's freezing, and then afternoon it's like summer, nice vibes and stuff, and before you know it, boom, the sky becomes grey. It starts raining. The sky starts crying, and you too, you'll be crying because you're not prepared. But anyway, yeah, the weather cannot be trusted in both places. So remember, always be prepared. Culture shock. Just get ready. You're going to be shocked. Your shocked will be shocked so much that it will be shocked.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Culture shock is real. Okay, let me give some of my own personal experiences. So for instance, I landed in Belgium on Saturday, and on Sunday I wanted to go out, get some items, food and clothes and stuff. And that's because I remembered from the UK, stores open on Sunday. My dear, everywhere was closed. Literally, I was just walking up and in fact, my shops were shut. The only places that were open were restaurants, grocery stores, clothing stores closed. That shocked me. The second thing that shocked me is that many stores close at 6 p.m. Now, this is strange and crazy coming from the UK where, stores are open till like 9, 10. Like even during Christmas, some stores open till like 11, 12. But here, it's not so. Their stores are open till 7, 8, but 8 is the stretching it. However, the rules are changing. I hear the government is changing that soon. But that's culture shock for Belgium. Actually, another culture shock for Belgium: the fact that they eat at 6 p.m. and they don't play. So if you have an appointment, it's before 6 or after, like past 7. They don't play with their dinner time. You know, it's strange to me because where I come from, you can eat at any time you like, but dinner time is 6. Okay, for Belgium. For the UK, culture shock. Let me see. The drinking culture, I think this is also, no, not I think, this also applies to Belgium. Drinking culture is actually quite large. Like in London on Friday, people literally lose their mind. Like, even in the evening after work, like the drink, I used to think Nigeria had a huge drinking culture. It does, but the drinking culture in these two places just another culture shock is when I smile. I love to smile, right? So I smile with my whole energy, like however, I've learned to do and keep it moving because in both places that's the way they smile. So you're walking on the street because okay, so for me, yeah, it was culture shock in the UK, but not in Belgium because I was already used to it. So you're walking on the street and someone looks at you and you think, oh, this person is smiling at me. It's a lie. They're not smiling at you. They're just, I don't know what they're doing. So you too. And then I will use my whole energy to smile, try. Nah, I'm not doing that. So when I see, I do, and I keep it moving. I mean, it's a culture shock to me, but yeah, it is what it is. When people say in the UK, you okay? And then you want to come and start telling them your life story, my dear, that's not what they're asking. They're just being polite. They're not asking you to say whether they're not asking you to know if things are going well with you or not. So keep it moving. Even in Belgium, who has said, Ik ben prima, I am good. If you say Ik ben slecht, then it's a bit awkward because then the person that wants you don't have to meet person engage in conversation, they probably do not intend to. So please, save us all from one. Be okay. Whether you're not okay. Anyway, I hope you found this video interesting. Again, if you like the video, please subscribe, comment, like, share. It literally costs you nothing. You never know who you might be helping by sharing the page. So subscribe, like, share, comment, and just be good to your girl, okay? Thank you for watching this one. See you in the next one.